Talkapolis, the social media TV network for your city.
Hey, this is TJ Cates with another episode of Emerging Artists. We're here in Nashville talking to Madison Parks that drove in from Atlanta. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's talk about why I believe that you are a good choice to get on Emerging Artists. You really do a lot of big things, and you're up for an award in Atlanta. Let's talk about that.
Thank you. I'm up for Teen Artist of the Year for the Georgia Country Awards.
That's
So
great.
I'm pretty excited.
How did that come to be?
I have no idea actually.
You have no idea.
I've been playing around a lot and just doing as many shows as I can and working on my music and everything. And so we just got an email and they were like, "You're nominated." And I was like, "All right, awesome." So
Congratulations. Keep us informed on what
Yeah,
happens.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your music, and you write all your own music.
I
Well,
do.
I know you co-write with some people, but you actually have a really good approach to your music, and I enjoy it.
Right. Thank you.
So let's talk about what you write about.
So, I write about everything that happens in everyday lives, whether it's like obviously about love and that sort of thing, or I write about if someone just like really impacted my life or anything really. It just depends on the day and what's going on.
Now, you told me last night you were in town and you were over at the Row, and somebody recognized you, and somebody follows you, and they're from what, North Carolina, South Carolina?
Yes, they were from Charleston, and it was so
One of your
cool.
Twitter fans.
It was so cool. We were, I was at dinner with one of my friends, and he was playing at the Row, and we came out, and they were like, "I know you from somewhere," and I thought it was like they had mistaken me for someone else, and so they were like, "What is your name?" I was like, "I'm Madison Parks," and they were like, "No way, I follow you on Twitter," and I was like, "No way, that's awesome."
You better get
And
used
I
to
was
it because
so
you're
excited.
really, really, really close to being
Thank
a really
you.
big thing.
Thank
so
you.
I hope this helps out. Let's talk about where people can find your music and where they can follow you.
Okay, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. I have an artist page that you can like, and you can also go to madisonparksmusic.com.
That's nice.
So.
Great. Okay, now what are you going to play for us
Yeah,
today?
I'm going to play a new song called Next to Me.
Have I heard it?
You haven't.
I haven't heard it.
You haven't heard it.
What's it about?
It's about young love and kind of being 17 and kind of like looking back on something. So.
All right, well, let's do it. I'm going to step out of the way and let you have it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madison.
Thank you. This is called Next to Me. Thinking we know what love is. Ain't nothing stopping us two kids, running wild and free, never looking back. Not sure about the future, don't care about the past. And you'll like it when I go crazy, and looking back on everything I see. A bunch of trespassing signs, a bunch of porch swings, a Friday night lights, not knowing anything. A bunch of shiny stars dancing in the street, but most of all, I see you right next to me. Song playing on the radio, turn it up loud and put their windows down, singing out the car, having no fear, till the cops told us to get out of here. And you like it when I go crazy, and looking back on everything I see. A bunch of trespassing signs, a bunch of porch swings, a Friday night lights, not knowing anything. A bunch of shiny stars dancing in the street, but most of all, I see you right next to me. I wouldn't change a thing, no. Looking back on everything I see. A bunch of trespassing signs, a bunch of porch swings, a Friday night lights, not knowing anything. A bunch of shiny stars, we're dancing in the street, but most of all,
Talkapolis, the social media TV network for your city.